We're hoping that the weather picks up again, but welcome back. How pleased are you to be here again?
Yeah, very pleased. I enjoyed my time here last year, so for them to want me back for a little stint at the start, it's been, really nice.
When you heard that they were keen for you to come back, I guess you didn't have too many hesitations.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I was keen to come back, and I knew they were sort of looking at other internationals for the T20 stuff and have Alana King coming, and I'm really good friends with Alana, and she's great. So I'd like to think that they got the two best picks they could.
Yeah, just you mentioned Alana. I mean, that's got a few headlines, and rightly so, hasn't it? I mean, how exciting will that be for Lancashire supporters to see her later in the summer?
Oh, it'd be great, especially T20. It's sort of where she shines. Or Test match, actually, she shines in all of them. But exciting. She's a great person, but a really exciting player at the moment. Takes wickets for fun and brings a lot of energy and character, which I think the fans will enjoy too.
For you, how do you reflect back on last season and your time here and how the team performed?
I would say it was probably moderate or average. I think for me personally, I had a couple of good scores, but probably would like to be slightly more consistent. But I think I learned a lot, and I'm sort of hoping that learning how to play in England is going to really help me this year to sort of get that consistency. Team-wise, I think we were close on a lot of games that we didn't quite get over the line, and probably a few that we felt we probably should have won. But the girls have had some really good trial games and are playing really strongly, so I think that will change this season too.
What did you find was the biggest challenge about playing last year in England?
The cold. No, I think batting wise, probably my strongest shot at home is a big cover drive, and you sort of have to put that away a little bit here with the slower wicket. So probably just being a little bit more patient and waiting for the right ball to hit. Don't quite have the pace on the wickets that I'm used to, but yeah, I think that's just a learning, and it's been quite nice to play in different conditions and build on my game that way too.
Yeah, presumably for the good of your game, finding different ways to score and different shots that you have to play in different conditions on different pitches must be great for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we don't get all the same pitches at home, and I play a lot of club cricket that you get some very spicy pitches. So I think it's all about, cricket in general is all about experience and learning from, hopefully when you get out, learn not to do the same thing the next day. I'd like to think it's just helping me become a better player.
You got runs here last season, didn't you?
First game we played here, got some runs, so hopefully same for this year.
Yeah, and there's some double headers and stuff as the season goes on, and just in terms of kind of that integration, that closeness between men's and women's cricket in this country, it seems to have got another step further down the line with the new system here. Just some thoughts on that and how you think domestic cricket in this country, women's domestic cricket in this country is progressing? Yeah,
Lancashire's probably a bit different in the way that last year I felt like it was quite combined. The girls train here and have a lot of the same facilities and staff, and it was a lot of crossover. So I think it was probably a bigger impact in other clubs where they didn't have that investment beforehand. It's really nice to see. I think the whole one club thing just, like I said, builds a little bit nicer, a bit more culture between the two teams. But yeah.
As you say, Lancashire have done that for quite a few years now. Does that filter around the game that certain clubs have been a little bit ahead of others when it's come to trying to get both men's and women's cricket together?
Yeah, I think so. From my sort of viewing it last year,
right,
coming in to Lancs, and this is all I sort of knew. But then as we sort of play teams, I'd learn a little bit more about the other teams. You sort of realise how separated they were, and it was probably quite a big decision for some teams because I know a few had moved, like Yorkshire and things like that. But I think it'd be nice. I think in terms of the investment into the women's game, I think it's the right way to go.
Do you think as well? You play so much cricket in all around the world. Do you feel as though that's a good thing for English cricket, for women's cricket in this country, and for cricket in general? I don't want to dwell on the Ashes, but that's not a good thing to have Australia so far ahead of England. You need to.
For me, it's fine.
You might not think so, but just for the game.
I know it's great for me.
for the game, it doesn't seem like it's a good thing.
No, actually, to be fair, in the Australian system as well, we have a lot of really probably overperforming domestic players that don't get opportunities at the top level because our team is so strong. So any competition there also probably helps us. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I did, after playing here, think that England would be improving quicker than Australia, and I think they will. The amount of games the girls play here compared to what we play in Australia is huge. I think we only play 12 one-day games in the whole season, and then we have the Big Bash, so that's sort of the max of our first class games, whereas here the amount of games you guys play is crazy.
To bring it back to Lancashire, you're obviously here for the start of the season, aren't you, basically? That's how I understand it. So, I mean, kind of hitting the ground running and helping the team get off to a good start. How much are you looking forward to that? Yeah,
lots. And like I said about the games, I think it's, 6 to 8 weeks and there's 2 games a week almost. So heaps of cricket, which is nice. I probably wasn't ready for my season to end. So it's kind of nice to just get a bunch of games at the back end. But hopefully get us off to a good start and build into the Vitality Blast.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Nice.